Welcome back to another season here at Kill Switch Racing League. We're here tonight at the day at the excuse me, sorry, crap. At Talladega. Sorry, it's been a minute. We're gonna run 47 laps, 2 duels. Got 10 in the first duel, 12 in the second. It's gonna be a driver's night in the booth tonight. It's gonna be a good time. Be sure to stick around for both duels. We'll have a quick cut and the stream will fire back up shortly after because I figure to be racing this year. So stay tuned. Alrighty, here in the booth with me with the first duel is Brando. Brando, want to make yourself heard?
Thank you, Too Good, and hello, race fans. Get ready for a nice, fun night of action at the Talladega Super Speedway. 47 grueling laps to get ready to set the lineup for the season opener at Talladega next week.
Yeah, man, it's going to be very, very exciting. Before we get into that, we're going to recap a little bit of last season, season 7, just in case anyone watching missed what happened. A lot of wild racing last season. We had first-time winners. We had a couple multi-time winners, but most importantly, we have our first multi-champion ever in Kill Switch, and that's Sniper. And honestly, I didn't have this down on the script, but since we have him in here, Sniper, if you want to do a quick interview, go ahead and unmute yourself, and me and Brando's got a couple questions for you.
So it looks like Sniper has bowed out to join the driver's chat, so we can try
He
catching
did.
up with him a little later. Looks like
Yeah,
he's
we'll
out
try
for
to.
now.
All right, well, Checo joined. Checo, you going to be around? Oh, I know it's the delay. All right, before we get into that, I'm going to recap a little bit. Yes, Sniper was the first multi-champion. We had Sniper, Death, Jinx, and Checo, which just joined the booth. Hopefully we'll hear from him shortly. We had them four battle it out last year at Kentucky. Sniper was able to pull away barely. Death was all over him on that last run there. Oh, and we got Sniper back. I guess he wants to do his interview. Sniper, you copy?
Hi.
Alrighty, Sniper. You must have heard us on the stream. We're just talking about you.
Oh gosh.
Tell us a little bit about last season, man. About take us through it. Being the first multi-champion, what did it take?
Took a good amount. I mean, we had a lot of really fast guys from, of course, obviously your favorite, Death, but we don't play favorites here. Obviously, you had Captain Consistency and Jinx. It was one of the first years where Brando was able to run, and he definitely made a statement. We had FD Slayer in here for a good part of the season. He went on a really good tear of wins, and I definitely think he probably was the championship favorite going into the playoffs, but some fortunate circumstances happened, and he wasn't able to finish out the season. But no, it was definitely a really good season. Really competitive. I definitely think that was probably the most even the championship 4 competition probably was with stat wise, and then you had Checo making his first appearance back. I believe that was like Death's 4th appearance, and both mine and Jinx's 4th appearance. So I mean, it was a pretty evenly stacked, evenly matched up championship 4. But no, really nice that I could win the championship, of course. But now my sights are focused on going, having a really good season this year, and win another championship.
So, Sniper, you alluded to this a little bit earlier. Last season was one of the most competitive seasons that we probably had in the history of the Kill Switch Racing League. talked a little bit about what it means to beat some of the caliber of drivers that we had this past season. And remember, that was in 2020 cars. This year we are running the next gen car, which is notorious for being even more competitive than the 2020s. So speak a little bit to how you feel coming in to try to defend that championship for the final season in NASCAR Heat 5.
Um, yeah, it's definitely going to be a different dynamic. I believe we ran one season or majority of a season in next gens, and it was definitely a really good season. I believe that was just as competitive of a season. Um, Frank actually won that championship that year, so I definitely you definitely got to look at him to be just as competitive as he always is. I mean, he's the defending winner. But no, from the practices we've ran at the mile and a halfs, it's definitely going to be interesting. There's going to be a lot of drivers race on top of each other. You gotta be very patient in these cars, as it's a lot easier to make contact and drift up the track, as these cars are a lot tighter. Too Good calls them their tanks, so it takes a lot to spin them, wreck them, but it also takes a lot more patience to be able to allow the guy that's either in front of you on your outside, on your inside, to be able to roll the corners. Um, it's really going to come down to who's the most patient, who's able to run the long runs better, who's able to take advantage of the passing. Um, I definitely think you're going to see that tonight and next week, as I believe we have 24, 25 drivers this season, so it's definitely going to be another interesting first race of the season. And uh, I mean, like me and Tugit have been trying to do, we run all four different types of tracks in the first 4 weeks, so super speedway, speedway, short track, road course. So definitely the first 4 weeks are going to be interesting. It's going to be a test.
Well, I appreciate you giving us the interview, Sniper, and wish you the best of luck this season. We're gonna
Thank you,
be
sir.
all over you trying to make you not get that third one. We ain't letting that happen.
Oh man.
But
No.
appreciate you talking for a minute. We're gonna get on with this before we got 5 minutes, I believe. If you don't mind, Sniper, I don't know if you were in the chat. Can you help associate that and get who's in
Yep.
Duel 2 not in there? If you
Yeah,
don't
I
mind.
get you.
All
Yep.
right, appreciate it.
Also, one little side note: Rebneck will be moving from Duel 2. He will be taking the tail end of Duel 1. So,
10-4. All right, appreciate it. Note that,
yep.
Brando. Because as we
10.
move on here, we're going to get to Brando with the track facts and the starting lineup.
So our track facts here at the Talladega Superspeedway: 33 degree banking, 2.66 miles around. Tonight's race is a 25%, so as we said earlier, 47 grueling laps of dual action. Pit speed 55 miles an hour, pace speed around 70 miles an hour. What is at stake tonight? What's at stake tonight is not only setting the starting lineup for the first race of the season next season, but the winner of the duel is going to get two very important chase points. That's two per each winner of the duels. And so, speaking of chase points, we have a new season format that we're rolling out this year, as opposed to the elimination style playoffs that we had last season. Too Good. Want to take a second to unveil what the season's going to look like for these drivers?
Yes, at the end of the regular season this season, we will crown a regular season champ. Stage winners still are awarded not playoff points. It's called this year chase points. At the end of the season, the top 12 in points, not when you're in, top 12 in points, your most consistent drivers throughout the season will make the chase. They'll all reset to a per se number, probably be 2,000. Everyone's going to start at 2,000. Them chase points are what comes in key. You get them chase points by getting pole, by winning a dual race, by winning stages, and by ultimately winning the race. Um, fastest lap gives you a bonus point, but it does not give you a chase point. But it's shaping up to be a very exciting season, especially with our points format already. As followers already know, our points format's close. It takes a while to see who's going to be the dominant car, and this is just going to spice it up that much more without a winning in.
Absolutely. So this new format's going to create a lot of exhilarating action. Every point matters. Going into that final race in Homestead, you could be looking at 10 to 12 potential champions rather than 4 as we've seen in the past. So going to be an exciting season. I know that we're all looking forward to that.
Alrighty, and that's your track facts for tonight. Brando, if you want to, you can go ahead and fire off the starting lineup. We're about getting ready to roll. We got about 4 minutes till Duel 1. If you want to give everyone Duel 1 and Duel 2.
All right, so your starting lineups for tonight's duels. Duel number 1. Dan, to be a reminder, this was set by a random draw. There was no pre-race qualifying. This was a random draw. So your pole sitter for tonight's Duel 1 is Filski in the number 20 DeWalt Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota. Starting in the outside front row, we have Frank in the number 45 Jordan Brand 2311 Toyota. Inside of row 2, we have Bushy in the number 16 Action Industry Chevrolet. Outside of row 2, we have Jay Deagle in the number 77 Ziegler Chevrolet. Starting in 5th, we have Death in the number 24 Exalta Hendrick Motorsports Chevrolet. Starting 6th, we have Jinx in the 22 Pennzoil Mustang. Starting 7th, we have Visceral in the number 6 Kohler Generators Mustang for RFK Racing. Starting in position 8, we have Colt in the number 78 Motorsports Games Ford. Starting in 9th, we have Collins in the number 23 McDonald's Toyota for 2311 Racing. Starting 10th, we have Schlinken in the number 1 Advent Health Chevrolet. Honorable mention, unfortunately, is not attending tonight, but we have Sly Fox in the number 21 Ford Motorcraft Mustang for the Wood Brothers. Your starting lineup for Duel 2 is going to be Austin Lawson in the 8 car. Starting second is Janklow in the 14. Starting third was going to be Rebneck at the number 17 for RFK Racing. However, he is moving to the tail end of Duel 1. My apologies for forgetting that. So now starting third is going to be Roadhogger and the number 9, Napa Chevrolet. Starting P4 will be yours truly, the Brando Hall, and the number 5, HendrickCars.com Chevrolet. Starting in 5th is going to be Typhoid in the number 15. Starting 6th, Checo and the number 11, FedEx Toyota Camry. Starting 7th, Sniper and the number 19, Toyota. Starting in 8th, Dave Ace and the number 7. Starting 9th is Valid and the 3 car. Starting 10th is going to be our co-host this evening, Too Good and the number 48 Ally Chevrolet. And starting in 11th is going to be Pac-Man in the 10 car. So that is your starting lineup for tonight's duel races.
Sounds stacked. Both of them sound stacked. In Duel 1, you got Team RFK. In Duel 2, you got 3 Hendrick cars. Let's see if they can make the power. And alongside, they got a lot of alliance with them. In Duel 1, you got Jinx partnered up with the Ford, as well as Colt. It could be a Ford show here in the first one. But look for these Chevys to come out and play here in Duel 2. We are getting close. I believe they're doing the lineup now. Well, as they're doing the lineup, you want to go ahead and get our national anthem underway?
Yes, for all who are watching, if you would, please rise, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Alrighty. Heck yeah, I got the helicopter and jet combo flying over the track right now. It looks crazy. We got the invites to go ahead and roll. They're on the track now, getting sorted out, getting ready. Brando, if you want to go ahead and get in here and get live and get situated.
All right, we are loading in
All
now,
right.
getting ready for
I'm going to
this
go ahead
action.
and take over. Here they go. They're about to fire off in the Geico restart zone. Got Filski in front, gets a good jump. Outside line was not very well put together. We got Filski up front, followed by Death in the one car of Baldwin, as formerly known as Schlink. We're going to call him Schlink tonight. And the 45 Franks fell down from the top, from second down to fourth, followed back behind them. Look for it to be calm early. Got a lot of new guys in here trying to fill out the rest of the field. The guys up front have raced together for a long time. You see them already bumper to bumper. They already know what's going on. And here comes that top line.
You talk about that experience factor. Experience means a lot here at Talladega, knowing who you're able to work with and who you run well with. So, although I am impressed to see that high side working as well as it is this early on to be a little discombobulated, but I mean, four cars on the outside, they can definitely be making a run at it as we come across the line for the end of lap one.
As we saw the one get a little loose there in 4, he recuperates and gets a run on 24 and jumps out to the high line. It was rolling. It's starting to die down as we go off into 2. The 20 of Filski looks like he's going to have a comfortable lead at the moment. The 6 of Visceral dives to the outside, trying to get the outside line going. Everybody looks to hold at bay. Everyone's probably going to hold the bottom this first run. We should have 2 green flag pit stops this, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, we should shake out to about 2 green flag pit stops, and right now we do have 1 car off the pace who has lost that lead draft. That's Jay Deagle in the 77 car, so it'll be a long night for him if he doesn't catch a break.
Well, anything can happen here. These guys get dicey right now. Like I said, they're trying to stay in single file, but anything can happen. But unfortunate for the rookie Jay Deagle in his debut. Go back on board with the leader. We're going to stay in the action, the snake. Next Monday, we'll call it the longest snake on a track, as I guess we should say. At least for a little while until chaos breaks out.
That's exactly it. Pretty orderly in a line, but the 23 of Collins and Jinx breaking out to try to get that high side going. Just no help with, the 45 comes up to lend some help. No run. They're going to dive back down to the bottom to pick up a run on the 1. Will they stay in line? No, they're going to try. And we're
got a little dicey there between the 17 and the 78.
Yeah, I had some contact for sure. Good job saving that there.
The 45, everyone's starting to dive back down to the bottom. Maybe they're going to try to recuperate and get another run on them.
Oh, 1 car poking outside.
Oh, here comes the 17 and the 6. Ford Power.
Here we go. Good read by the RFK teammates.
Oh, as the 78 gets a little loose there on the apron. They could have took advantage of that if they'd have stayed on the high line.
Saw the 17 come down to the right side on, I believe it was Collins, and tried to get a side draft. Just not quite strong enough at this point, but good to log in the notebook for later as we're clicking off laps.
Yeah, I noticed the high line, when they're trying to form the high line, they're getting in the middle groove. And you know me, Brando, I love the third groove. And the reason why is because there's no air in between the cars when you're passing them. And that matters in these 22 cars. And when you can get on that high lane and it's a little more straighter, you can get a little straighter quicker, especially off 4, you get a much better run down the straights.
These cars are incredibly aerosensitive, so if you can take the air away, or rather put more air on the left side, take some off the right, you are less likely to get slowed down by the cars to your inside. So absolutely, I'm a fan of the third lane as well, and I wouldn't be surprised if you do see a couple of Hendrick teammates on that high side in duel number 2.
Oh yeah, I already spilled my recipe, which is okay. I'm going to ride high and I'm going to die by it if anyone wants to follow me. We'll go. But shout out to our Hendrick teammate right now, 24 car all by himself, surrounded by Fords and Toyotas. No Chevy around. The only Chevy is attached on the back and in the very back, riding around by himself right now.
Yeah, he is definitely holding the Ford down for the Bowtie Brigade. As we see Colton, the 78, gets shuffled up to the high side, the 17 and the 6. Whoa, good read by the Ford teammates. 45 is going to dive back down low. So we're going to have 3 on the top side trying to get that high lane working. We've got the 1 car filing in as well. Schlink dives back to the bottom. Filsky looking to drag that high side up. As we have officially a new leader, Death in the 24 will lead that one.
Oh. I heard over game chat a little bit of a rubber band happen. That might have been what happened to the 20. Might have gave up the position. He might have been lagging a little bit, which is what we do here. Everyone's usually pretty respectful about it and give up their position, especially early. We see a little more slicing now.
These drivers have a few laps under their belt at this point. They're getting comfortable. They know who they're racing around, who they're comfortable running with. So right now it's a matter of, again, filling that notebook and seeing who can you make a run with, who's fast, and who can help get you up to the front. Right now we have the 24 car of Death in a strong lead with the 22 of Jinx pushing him well as Death comes across to lead this lap as well. Great showing for Death so far.
Why is it here? Who's the other? Bushy. Bushy's in the chat. I don't know why he didn't. I guess he's going to join us in Duel 2. Alrighty. Sorry about that. Yep. Sorry. I thought I was muted. Sorry.
Nope. Good call out, though. You are right. Bushy did not make it to the starting grid.
So we got 9 in this duel, which is okay. We can get it adjusted. We can adjust the back half, let a couple go down. We'll obviously do it fair.
Sometimes for these duels, you actually want a few less drivers, a little less chaos as people are trying to get every position they can towards the end. And again, for a reminder for our fans watching out there, this is the duel that's going to set the inside row, as Duel 2 will set the outside row for next week's season opener.
Oh, man. Sorry, I went to go get a drink, and I come back, and the Fords are taking over. New leader again, 22 car out front. Got the 6 car right beside us. We're side by side. Now's a perfect opportunity to bring out the kill switch battle cam. Hope that inside line's a little more organized now. .45 goes back high. Let's see if he can make it work. Are the Fords going to stay? Are they going to go low?
As we see the 2 Chevys going to try to get that outside going. The 20 DeWalt Toyota Filsky goes with them. So right now you got the numbers. You got the numbers on the high side going into 3. Oh, it's a 45 dives back low.
Good move by the 45 there for track position. Takes the run away from the 1. The 1 was moving with the 24. He cuts it off. Good move by the 45. In today's name and game, it's the little things. Lap 45 can win you the race. Lap 30 can win you the race. It's the little passes here because it's very hard to pass in this car.
It's all about track position. You're exactly right. It is hard to make a pass, especially at the front. And speaking of the front, we have the 24 and the 1 pulling the 2 trains side by side coming out of 2.
We go back to the kill switch battle cam on board with the 1 on the high line. Let's see if he can make it work. They look to be fading a little bit. The bottom's got the numbers. It's 5 on 4, 6 on 3 now. All good. They all fade back. I'm sure we're getting close to pit stops. As 23 car into the wall. Hard.
Is he going to lose the draft? He might have enough of a sniff on the bottom lane.
I think we have enough cars. If we had about 8 cars, I'd say no. But with the amount of cars that we have, and they're all hitting the bottom now, I think he might be able to get it. We're gonna see here. Jinx might lay back for him, help him out. It don't look like that's the case. It looks like the 23 has lost the draft. Unfortunate there for Collins in the 23 car.
Makes for a long night at Daytona, whether you're running 40 laps, 4 laps, or whatever. Once you're out of that lead draft, it can make for a long night. But still, a lot of racing ahead of us here. Anything can happen.
Yes, he's also got Jade Eagle somewhere around on the track having a rough night. He as well lost the draft and didn't get to catch it. But you never know. One caution can change your day, and then the next thing you know, you slingshot to the front and win this thing.
Yeah, it's all a matter of the timing game for someone like Jade Eagle right now. Here's the power of the draft as the leaders are going through 1 and 2 right now. The 77 is just entering turn 3, so there's at least a good 15 to 20 mile an hour difference in the draft versus being out of the draft. So these drivers, Collins and Jade Eagle, they're hoping for a caution in a bad way quickly.
Yes, for sure. As you can see, the difference of speed. Collins is still in the backstretch as they're already entering the turn, and he just lost the draft a lap ago. Especially with them all being settled in single file, they're going every bit of 195 to 200 miles an hour. And that group right there, maybe over 200 miles an hour.
That's the thing. Cars in a line will go faster than a pack running side by side. And right now, these guys are orderly, so that's some bad news for the drivers that are out of the draft currently. But one caution could change everything, so you just never know what's going to happen. They continue to navigate single file here coming into the tri-oval. You'd have to think we're about at that point in a run that we're starting to talk about pit stops and when a driver's going to come in and whom they're going to come in with.
Yes, I haven't heard anything over the radio yet, anyone pitting as of now. I'm going to turn it up a little bit so I can hear it. But these guys, back to what we were just talking about, I forgot to say, this is the neatest line I've seen in a while. There's no snaking. It's pretty uniform. These guys are hooked up nose to tail and flying. I'm sure they're hitting 49s every lap.
And as soon as we say that, we see Frank get shuffled to the outside. No help with them. The 22 is peaking. Is he going to go with them? I think he's going to try to. But again, 2 cars on the outside versus 6 on the inside. Just not going to expect to see a whole lot of progress. The 45 and the 22 both shuffled back to the tail end of that lead draft. But they do still have the lead draft, so they are still definitely in contention.
Yeah, I'm sure they're somewhat saving fuel at this point, and they got to be single file. I mean, there's nothing else to do. I just heard pit from the 20 car. So, next 6 car pitting next time by, 20 car pitting. Here we go.
Yeah, if you got a couple coming, I wouldn't be surprised to see that whole lead draft coming.
Yes, I was about to say, it's cars in the lead draft, so we might see them all bust off here.
Yeah, there's no real advantage to trying to stay out if you have the majority of the cars coming down pit road. And not a moment too soon for the 77 car. Looking out of the windshield of the 24, the 77 is going to turn 3.
I'd pit right now with them.
This is the best opportunity to be back with that lead draft. And in the case of a caution, it'd be very possible to the first car lap down and get that free pass. And looks like he may be listening. The 77 is diving down pit road.
Good
As is
call
the
by the
24, the
77.
1.
I like
Looks
that.
like the entire lead draft's coming. Good call.
Good pit by the 77. Smart move and good pit by everybody else. Nice uniform. Everybody got down without a scratch.
That was orderly. I didn't see any contact at all. So great job of these drivers. You know, it's difficult to slow down from 200 miles an hour to 55. So great job of these drivers.
And I don't know if Collins is coming down. I believe Collins is coming down as well.
Yep, Collins is coming down. He just got onto pit road.
So all 10 cars are on pit road at the moment. 77 off. Perfect. He's going to have enough time to be able to hook up to that draft like we were talking about. He could lead the thing if Death's nice with him, thanks to the Chevy manufacturer. And it could have linked up 1, 2, 3 Chevy.
There's a good chance Death might want to try saving just a little bit of fuel. I think these drivers they're going to have at least one more pit stop. They should be fine after that, but just in case it is close, it never hurts to be able to save just a little drink of gas. As we see the 1 and the 24 are already hooking up before we even get on the backstretch. Great job trying to pull out ahead by the 2 Chevy drivers.
Yes,
I believe they come off in about the same order as they came in.
We got a little separation. We got a 3-car tandem pulling away. What are they going to do with it as the cars in the back are fighting? You got Frank, the 45 of Frank and the 22 of Jinx on the high side trying to get by the 3 on the bottom.
Did you see the 45 and the 22 trying to get that high side going? No, they're down back to the inside.
This plays in the favor of the 77 because they're going to try to either hook up to him or blow past him and use him as a slingshot. But it would be smart for him to latch onto that group. They might pull away here.
Looks like the 77 is going to get out of the way of the leaders out of respect, but you got to think he's going to try to get in behind that line.
Yes, he does. He goes down.
There he is. He's tucking in. So the first caution, he is going to be back on the lead lap.
Good move. Good call by him up in the box. His pit crew bringing him down. Let's see what he can do here. We haven't seen no action out of the 77 tonight. Even though he's a lap down, it don't matter tonight. It don't matter. I want these guys to race hard, lap down or not. It's practice. It's pretty much just a practice race. Obviously, you got 2 chase points at stake, but you got to know what your car is going to be like for next week. As we see that high line is rolling now. The 17, I believe, of Redneck with Colt pushing them. We're side by side for the lead now.
Maybe just a little bit of door contact between the 6 and the 20. Everybody's still clean in uniform, though. Now we've got a race. And the outside line has the card numbers. As the 45 and the 22 latch in behind the 20, 78, and 17. So 5 on the outside, 4 to the inside. Who's going to prevail through 3 and 4?
Oh, Cole gets underneath the 17.
As the 78 came down, got into the outside door, came up and got the left front quarter of Filski a little bit, but thankfully not too much damage looks like for Filski. As the 77 is going to make a run to the outside. Nobody's going to go with him, so he might be going back to the tail end of the line here.
We'll go back to the broadcast view there. They had a shot. They had a shot there, Brando. The 78 car had a little separation, and when he got back to the 17, slid up underneath him.
And it's just so tight. When you get that little bit of separation, it kills your momentum, and the least little bit of impact will slow you down. But we see they're trying to make another run on the outside. Looks like the 17, 17, 22, and the 77.
Got a good car.
45.
Got a good car leading the outside, the 45, but they ain't got the numbers. Got too many down on the bottom to make it work, unfortunately.
It's hard to get that outside going if you can't get enough cars to commit to it.
We're back single file again.
Just be patient, run it a couple laps and get it rolling.
See, it looks like the 20 and the 45 trying to make something work on that outside. Just, again, not enough numbers to make any real run at this point. 22 of Jinx is going to pass them in the back. They're tagging on to the bottom.
They're currently on lap 24, coming to lap 25 now. We got one more pit stop, about 12 more laps, we should see all the guys back in again. Are we going to see chaos before then to get the 77 back on the lead lap and get the 23 car back in the mix, or are we going to stay settled down to the very end? You know, duels usually are like that. You usually have a chaotic duel, Brando, and I'm sorry, but this one's been calm, so you know what ours means.
Yep, I was just thinking the very same thing. So far, this has been pretty orderly, very minimal contact. So, as Larry Mack likes to say, the trends are showing that our duels liable to be a little bit chaotic. So, y'all definitely want to make sure you're staying tuned for that. It's going to be some good racing.
Oh, yes, indeed. Especially if we're going to have that top line rolling. It's going to be awesome.
Say the face with symbols on mouth, face with symbols on mouth, face with symbols on mouth.
Right now, I really like what I'm seeing out of the 24 and the 1 car, working well together. Death's not bouncing off the apron like we see a lot of guys do. Schlink's giving him enough room. He's not trying to push the issue, just keeps that forward momentum going. So some great teamwork here by the Chevrolets. 6 cars tied in tight on the 1. So, I mean, everything right now, that bottom line is pretty snug, pretty tight. It's going to be hard to get a high-sided running against that competitively.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I thought the Fords were going to dominate this thing, and here we go. The 2 Chevys out of the 3. And you got the third one running 4th, even though he's a lap down, he's there. All of them were hanging around up front. That's a good sign if you're in a Chevrolet. The Toyotas look nifty, too. We had the 20 car leading a good chunk of this race. And 45 looks real good on the high line if anyone will roll with them.
Yeah, right now your top 5, you have 3 Chevrolets, 1 Ford, 1 Toyota, as we see a bobble.
Looked like the 20 car Filski might have clipped the apron a little bit there. I don't know if it got him loose, but he went way on down there.
That he did, but it looks like he held on to it and is still on the lead draft here. 17th of Redneck was trying to look to the outside, but unfortunately he's just going to get hung out to dry.
All right, it looks like we're uniformed definitely back up. I don't think we're going to see another run to the outside, and we might with a couple laps dwindling down for pit stops, but I think that's what we're getting ready for.
I would imagine we're coming there soon.
I wonder if Jeff's going to try to pull the field down and fuel save a little bit, or someone's going to try to pull the field down and fuel save a little bit at the very edge of pit. You know, like max tank, I think here, I believe it's 18 laps, I believe. I could be wrong. It might be 20.
Yeah, it's somewhere around there.
Someone
like right now,
someone that's good at saving that little half gallon could drag everyone down right at the mark, and they all run out of gas and he's still a victory lane.
Yep, sometimes a few hundred feet can make all the difference. We see the leaders getting ready to lap the 23 of Collins now. Collins stays to the high side to let them by, but that does put him back in the lead draft if he can get in line. So his night's not over yet either.
No, it's not, but he needed to get down early behind that, but before that 77, or at least right there behind him, he had a gap and was unable to fill that hole. So now he's got some work cut out for him to get that lead lap back.
Yeah, unfortunately, unless they go side by side, it looks like he's just going to end up losing the draft here. Tough night for Collins.
As we say that, they're dicing. Yes, he will lose the draft again, but you never know. Hopefully we can get some slicing and dicing going. I thought we were about to there for a second.
Yeah, I'm riding on board with Collins and saw them getting side by side, so it was definitely getting interesting out of the windshield of the 23 McDonald's Toyota.
Oh,
we
the
see
24
Death
car
going to
gets
the high
loose.
side. Oh my goodness, what happened there? But you see right away, look at that, the leader goes up to the high side, and instantly you have 3 cars stuck in behind him to try to help. They know he's fast. They know that he can get him somewhere. As you see,
the
the 24
squeezes it down in front of the 78. Wow.
What a power move.
Ooh, as you know, the 78's gripping that wheel real tight. That was close call across his nose, very close. Probably barely fit a piece of paper between them.
So with this turn of events, that makes your new leader the number 1. Schlink and the Advent Health Chevrolet, new leader.
They said they're going to pit with about 10 to go. So that would give us about the mark of lap count for us. Which I think is coming soon. I think we got 18 to go if my count is right in my head. So we should be seeing pit stops in the next 5 to 7 laps here. See if anyone goes down a little early. I would imagine not, with the pack being on top of each other. You're going to have to make a mistake to lose this thing.
Yeah, with this car count, I just don't feel like there's any sort of advantage to trying to short pit, even if you did get 3 or 4 guys with you. But you never know.
As I'm going to highlight the one car as he's out front at the moment. He's an old driver. Right now his name's RSG Baldwin. That's what you're going to hear from the broadcaster, but we know him Schlink. He's came back. He was our Season 4 champion. Coming back to see, I guess, if he could become another multi-champion. See how it does for him. We got a very competitive field this year. I'm excited to see how all these races unfold.
Yep, Schlink's one of those guys that had his meteoric rise to the top while I was away, so I'm definitely excited to hit the track with him. We see things get a little dicey coming off of 4 here. It looks like we line back out, but for a moment I thought somebody was going to try to make a move as 3 or 4 cars peeked to the outside. Quickly got back in line.
All these guys are talking about how much they have in their tank. We're going to see a little bit of splash and go, and I have to take a can. So we might see a little bit of change in action on pit road here. I heard one say 4, one say 5, one said 6, just switched to 5. So we got a lot of different gas amounts going on in the field.
Now, I think I may have seen an indication from a couple cars that they intend on coming down pit road.
We'll see here. Looks like no. I thought the 6 was about to lead them down.
I did too, but not this time by. All right.
Death goes high. Okay, he fades back in, and I was about to say, what are you doing, Death? But I shouldn't say that. He knows what he's doing.
He does. Death's always thinking a move or 2 ahead. Looks like he's drugged back a little bit off the 20 car. I'm not sure if he's intended to make a run or just trying to get a little separation. He knows the tail for 40 laps. That's pretty grueling on a driver. So sometimes you just need a moment to collect yourself and not be in that kind of heat.
As we're already getting strategies playing off, I hear amongst the race control, I hear some pitting early, some going to run their whole tank out. We're going to see how that plays out. About to get very interesting, Brando. We're about to not know who's about to win this thing. Oh, we got a bunch of guys going down to the apron. That's letting us know we're about to have the early pitters. Early pitters about to come this lap. I think you're going to have the guys stay out. I think that's the guys that are high. The guys that are high are forming together to get a run.
Looks like a couple are second guessing though.
Here they go.
And,
Oh, it's just three. Looks like just three of them going down pit road.
oh, this is going to
Oh
be interesting.
no! One lap's not going to make a difference, but if these six can get in the line and run 2 laps, maybe three, oh man, that's going to be a big difference. That's going to hurt the 1, the 20, and the 6.
That is a very interesting turn in events. I mean, I don't know. I like the play. They can be more. 3 cars can be more organized than 5 and 7. So it may work out for them. It's something to keep an eye on for sure. Depends on how quickly they can get orderly off of pit road. See the 1 and the 6 rolling 20 are all rolling
down
now.
on them in the middle of the backstretch. That might hurt them here.
Our 3 early pitters are off and diving down into turn 1. How quickly can they get together?
Oh, Death goes down. The others don't. The others stay out. Unfortunate for Death. That's going to ruin his chances at the dual 1 win here.
Oh, Death hung out to dry.
Definitely hoping for a caution now. Let's see if the 5 are staying in uniform. With the 5, it's the lap car of Jay Deagle holding the back. You got 78 of Colt leading this thing with the 22 of Jinx, the 17 of Redneck, the 45 of Frank. I think them 4 are going to be the ones battling for the win here.
Our 3 early pitters look good right now. They are single file in a row uniform, looking fast, exiting turn 4 as we speak.
It's going to be close. I believe they are a lap down, I believe. Or are they just not?
And here comes our leaders down pit road. How quickly can they get in and out? The 45 gets a great, from the back to the front, gains a great deal of positions.
Good pit stop by the 45 of Frank.
If he didn't speed, that's why I would have put him in the front of this line. Great job getting into the pits.
As we switch to the other guys now, Death is in front of that group of 3. They're going to go around them. The 1 got around them. Is the other 2? No, the other 2 are unable to.
This is the best thing that could have happened to those 3 cars because there's only 4 cars that came down on pit road just now. Our 4 leaders in the 77, unfortunately, looks like he's going to get hung out to dry from that lead pack.
Here they come, coming through the tri-oval.
And they are at full speed. Right now, our leaders are diving into 1 on the apron. Remember, you cannot merge here at Talladega or any track till you get to the backstretch, so quite a speed difference here. As we see, both packs are now coming into frame. I believe those early pitters are going to have the advantage going into 3. They're sniffing in to get a piece of draft. Are they going to make a run with it?
They got the run.
They're making the run. And we are back side by side. Oh, but the high side's going to prevail. Is there enough room for the 6? Oh, no, Frank doesn't give him enough. Oh, and the 6 shakes out. The 45 didn't quite give him enough room to dove in. He's going to go back to the tail end, but I believe that puts everybody back on the same lap now, right? This is all the lead pack.
All right, as they cross the line there, it was 9 to go. 9 to go. As you can feel the intensity starting to rise. Even though they're single file, there is no gap in between these cars. They are literally bumper to bumper. As the laps tick off, you're going to see the intensity rise, especially when they pop out and make it 2-3 wide. As I doubted, the 24 car of Death, here he is sitting in the 2nd spot. Wow.
But is he on the lead lap after the pit stop?
I think
after that pit cycle?
I think it worked perfect. Oh, they're low through the wall.
We're crashing at the tri-oval. Oh my goodness, that changes everything.
Everybody's around. Oh my goodness, that just won me.
Jacob's alive. Glory be.
The 78, the 17, the 45, all involved. I believe the 22 caught a little bit of the action. Multi-car accident here at Talladega, the first of many between the 2 weeks. It happens quick, and I'm surprised by this one, Brando. They were single file, and someone got funky in the tri-oval, and all hell broke loose coming out of it.
So at the backside of this caution, we're going to have probably about 4 or 5 green flag laps. You know all hell is about to break loose here. This is going to be an exciting finish. We've been calling orderly all the way up to this point, and so here we go. Time to open the can and see what happens.
Collins is back on the lead
front
lap.
row.
Win for Collins. Here's an opportunity for him to shine. As we got 5 to go, green flag is in the air. The intensity is here now, Brando. As we're side by side going off into 1, about to go out of 2. You got Brando on the inside, or excuse me, Death on the inside, Visceral on the top.
Looks like the numbers game on the bottom are going to prevail right now, but the high side is holding strong.
Oh, it looks like it's going to settle down for a minute. It's going to be a calm before the storm. As we're coming into 3 now, about to exit 4 and take 4 to go.
You're anywhere from about 4th on back. Are you thinking about making your move? Do you have your friends with you that if you make that move, will they go with you? You know, these drivers are thinking they want to get up there to the front. They can see it. Are they going to have enough time and help to get there?
Alrighty, coming down the backstretch. Ain't got more times down the backstretch for these gentlemen chasing these 2 chase points. Every single one of them in this pack is on the lead lap here. Collins has made his way through, passing 4 cars already. Shout out to Collins with the excellent gain off the tough break there. Oh, as I said that, he gets bobbed to the outside. Oh, no. As we come to 3 to go now. We got 3 to go in this race. It's looking like Death is in the best position at the moment. As long as he can block the build-up run behind them and lag back with them as they do that, he's got the best position in my eyes. Here we go. It looks like the 22 might have lagged back a little bit. Is he going to try to make a run here? No, he doesn't. 78 is also lagging back a little bit. I think he is going to be the one to go. No, they stay settled. Here we go. We're getting squirrely.
We just saw, I believe it was the 17 car, get pushed down to the apron for a moment. Frank looking to the outside. He has no help, though. Can he make it work? Is he going to come down to try to side draft? Or he decides to tuck back in line. It's a good call when no help came with him. Frank is definitely one of those guys that wants to get the high side rolling. You just can't get enough guys to commit up there with him. But
high side rolling, the 45's leading it.
On the number. Oh, we had contact between the 620 and I believe the 78.
Is this enough momentum for the 45? 45 side by side with the 24.
The high sides look a little bit more orderly. I'm riding along with Collins here, and it looks like they're going to have a little bit of a pull coming through the tri-oval.
Here we go. Coming into the tri-oval. White flag in the air. Next time by, we're going to get our first winner of the season.
For those all-important 2 chase points, your contenders, the 45 of Frank, the 24 of Death, as we're navigating through turns 1 and 2. Side by side, door to door. Frank has it.
Ooh.
Frank's got the momentum down the backstretch.
Has the momentum down the backstretch. He's clear. He's cleared.
Oh, the 17 of Rednecks looking to make it 3 wide.
He's going down. He's going down. Oh, he gets a little shaky behind him.
17 gets walled. And Frank takes the lead. Coming off a 4 through the tri-oval. Has anybody got anything for that 45? It's 24's peeking outside. Jinx is looking to make 3 wide. Filski dives to the inside.
Oh, 4 wide to the tri-oval.
Oh, but Filski makes a pass under the yellow line.
Ooh.
What a finish.
What a finish and what a move by Frank. They're late to go high when the first, like I said, you never know when it's coming. one of the only, I'd say the one of the three high line where it actually moved. He was a part of it and jumped up there at the right time, moved down, won the race. Congratulations, Frank.
Great job by all of these drivers. What a recovery for Collins, coming about what P7 from a lap down. Not too shabby.
As every car crashes, never seen that before. These new cars kind of crazy. Did you see that too? As we get the dual winner in the booth. Wow, what a race, Frank. What a race, man.
Way to put on a show, brother.
Yeah. Thanks to Slinkin. Wouldn't have been able to do it without the Slinkin's help.
Yeah, man. Right place, right time. I was just speaking to Brando. That Highline did not generate very much tonight. And the one time it did, you took advantage of it and won the race.
Mm-hmm.
Well, tell me a little bit about your night. How was it out there on the track?
It was nice. It was nice. Everybody's good racing tonight. And, yeah, I guess everyone just wanted to flow in if we were all pitting the same way and everything. Just make sure everyone came out together. That was the goal. And that second round of pits, the way it ever flowed in together, that was really nice. Really nice racing. The sixth car got shuffled out. They dipped on him, left him. Nice racing.
Yeah, very nice racing between all of you. I mean, I was talking to Brando when at times when y'all were lined up, 6, 7 guys. It wasn't a snake. It was organized straight line.
Yeah. I didn't really
Y'all
run
looked
on
good out
anybody's
there.
bumper tonight. I tried to give it a little gap. I wish I would have gave a gap when the 20 car lagged.
Well, y'all gave us a wreck, so I ain't gonna say y'all's duel was chaotic. So I'm a little nervous for ours because you know there's always a chaotic one and a smooth one. Y'all's went pretty smooth for the most part. Congratulations on your win, Brando. You got anything for him?
Hey, just great job. It's got to feel good starting the season off right. A dual win, 2 chase points in the pocket. Going to be a good season for you, brother.
Gonna try and back that season opener win up.
Heck yeah, Frank. You joining the booth for this next one, or you?
I need to get these kids to sleep and then I'll join them. I'll join
Okay.
here.
Um, that's fine. Well, congratulations on your win, man.
Thanks. See you guys.
See you. All right, I think we have one of our other drivers tonight that was just in Duel 1. He's going to be in the booth tonight, Collins Racing. Collins, unfortunate tonight, man. You got one a lap down, but I have to say, great rebound, man. Good job. You got that caution when you needed it, and you took advantage of it. And where'd you finish, 7th?
I know that would have been real interesting. That play. Our outcast was good. That's why we picked up the point.
Heck yeah, man. Well, hey, unfortunate you lost that draft, but you looked good tonight. You feel like you got a good piece for next Monday. See if you can pull that season opener in Talladega. Heck yeah, man. Well, we got our other guy that's leading this thing. I'm about to cut the stream so he can fire it back up, Jinx. Before I do, though, go ahead and tell me about your night, man. How was it on the track?
It was good. I mean, a lot of people were giving each other room. There was a lot of respect given on the track. Had that one late race, big one due to a lag. But other than that, I mean, pit road was flawless. I don't think anybody got a speeding penalty on pit road. Everyone gave room. Everyone was communicating, and just worked out. And that's just late race runs. I was trying to stick with death, but there's too many cars on the top line. It was fun. I mean, I'm looking forward to see what race 2 has.
Alrighty, well, I'm about to cut this stream, so you can go ahead and jump on the other stream. Might as well go ahead and do that now. So anyone watching, just give a brief moment, and we'll be back live again. Go ahead and do that now.